Day, No1 Podcast. I am your host, Coach Jake. Hope you guys are doing good. All you guys out there on the internet, I've only got 22 minutes. So, Monica Zandy, Rodham, BJJ, what is going on the program? Happy to see you guys. Give me a number one in the chat. Hello, Lisa. Sure. Oh, Lisa up in Canada. What's up? Mohammed, K Clock, Keith Smith, Mohammed. What's up, bro? Mr. Ziad, howdy to you. I'm muted. I don't think I'm muted, man. I think people can hear me. I hope. I don't know. Can you hear me? Nope. LAX Ander left gave me a number one, so you can hear me. If you like it, give me a number one. Hit me up in the chat. Happy to talk with you guys today. I'm going to be quick today because I do want to talk about letting go of fear and resentment in the context of achieving your goals. This topic was suggested to me. Rada M. BJJ says he can hear me. Jonathan, Coach, what's up, dude? Alexis, thank you for the number one. Rodham, number one. Keith, number one. What's up? 180 turnarounds. Happy to see you on the podcast. So, how do we get rid of the fears and resentments that are holding us from our goals? So who else we got? Oh, Sean, what's up, man? Benio, Robichaud de Polize is on. Hey, what's up, Keith Smith? Best tips before competition? Okay. Best tips before competition. One, make sure you feel prepared. Okay. So make sure that you had a good camp, that you're taking serious your own progress, you're challenging yourself, you're putting into yourself situations. So that preparatory stuff. Kaden, do I know my coach Morgan Guillory? Yes, sir. Morgan is a stud, man. He's one of our scientific wrestling affiliates. Hardcore, really great guy, great human being, great coach. What's up, Amjad Khan? Happy to see you up on the stream. Adish, Angle. Some of these names I have a hard time with. Anyway, so number one is just be super prepared. But that also means making sure that you're prepared via getting enough sleep, that your nutrition is up, that you're practicing all the time. And then you've got to really stop attaching too much importance to the outcome. Yeah, if you prepare, then you should be ready. And that day, you need to be on autopilot. You need to be managing your own state. So if you're ready to perform, you got to have everything prepped and then you're ready to go. Okay. So the keys are then you also need to start talking about to yourself, how do I regulate anxiety, stress? You need to understand breathing. You need to know how to relax. Hey, what's up, Gulam? Happy New Year. We got somebody out in the UK, one of my buddies, Gulam. Happy to see you, buddy. Sean, welcome to the stream. Streaming out not just on my personal Instagram, streaming out to the 140,000 followers on my scientific wrestling Instagram, thousands of people on the YouTubes, on the Facebook groups, on Twitter, Twitch. Appreciate all you guys showing up today. If you have any questions, what's up, Marty Jones? Happy New Year to you, pal. Tyler, hello. Sharp Mikey. So I want to talk about how do you get rid of these resentments. And I got to kind of grind through this because I do have an appointment at 1. If you have questions, comments, you just want to support what I'm doing, give me a number one. But otherwise, reach me in the comments. You can also DM me after the call. I do these live. I don't record them. I do think maybe they do go into the live recordings on YouTube, but I want to keep it live and fresh. So join in. Biz Jitsu, what's up, bro? I got your voicemail. So let's talk this week. I love it. Now, first of all, I write my goals 2 times a day, not 1 time a year. I write my goals 2 times every single day, when I first wake up and when I go to bed. And I've done that for the last 2.5 years. And it has been tremendous in terms of keeping me focused because we do live in a world of distractions. So, how do you stay focused when there's screens and ads? And, I have 3 kids and, a wife and business and clients and marketing. And how do you stay true to yourself? And the way I've done that is writing my goals every single day. I write them in the morning to remind myself when it's time to go and crush it, right? And then I write my goals at night so I can review and be honest, like, hell yeah, dude, I did all that. Or tomorrow's another day. I need to re-up my focus on the things that are actually important, right? Now, the reason I say that is I've been taking this very seriously. So over 2.5 years, that's like 1,000 times I've written these goals over and over. So you wonder why I'm a hyperachiever. That's a big secret to it, honestly, is that focus and that dedication, that discipline to stay true to my own goals, despite distractions, despite any excuses I might legitimately or non-legitimately make to myself. Now, why I'm bringing this up, Mo says, thanks for the advice. No, thank you, brother. What's up, David Solomon? Happy to see you, brother. So the reason why I'm bringing this, writing my goals down every day, is that actually the Huberman podcast, you guys ever listen to Huberman, the podcast he just had Goggins on a couple of days ago? Well, on his Twitter, he wrote down a formula for daily goal setting. I'm like, oh shit, that's me, man. Let me try this out, right? 180 turnaround says, do you write them in the present tense? I do. I write them as if I have kind of accomplished them. So for example, one of my goals that I used to, I have them all memorized because I wrote them over and over so many times. I'm in perfect health, and I love working out. Do you see how that's like present tense? Right. So it's not like I will love it. It's like accepting that belief right now. However, Huberman had a whole different angle. So I had this list. I could show you. If you came into my office and you stumbled on, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are all, yeah. Like, have you guys seen The Shining? And you know that scene where Jack Nicholson's like, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, and he's like a psycho. Like, if you went through these things, you'd see it's like the same thing written over and over, but they're goals. It's not being a psycho. So 180 turnaround says, I love it. I am. Yeah, because I think there's power in that, right? Like saying I am something. However, now Huberman added something, and I'm going to be honest, man. I won't tell you something unless I've tested it out or tried it. I'll say I'm speculating word, but last 5 days I've been adding Huberman's little tweak in, and dude, it's been powerful for me, and I wanted to share it with you. So you could go to his Twitter. He has it written down, like what he asks, but really what it is he writes down 5 things daily. Okay. Now I'm doing it twice a day. So in the morning I do Huberman's list, and then at night I do my standard list, which was an idea that was given to me from super billionaire badass dude Grant Cardone, who is a huge mentor for me personally. So here's Huberman's. You write down 5 gratitudes, 5 things that you're grateful for. What I've noticed is that for me, it changes every day based on where my mind is at. One day it might be my kids and my wife and my friends and my family and my coworkers. Another day it might be my skill sets, or might be somebody. Like today I wrote down, I am here, I'll share, I'll be vulnerable. I'm grateful for those that are patient with me. I'm grateful for those that are understanding. I'm grateful for those that have grace. I'm grateful for those that are supportive, and I'm grateful for those that help. Those are 5 different things that I am truly grateful for, and I'm grateful that I contemplated them this morning. Okay, so the first thing is writing your 5 gratitudes. Next thing is, what are your plans for the day? What do you got to get off the list of things to do, like today? Well, let's just stay focused on today. The third thing, and this is the one that's been particularly powerful for me. Hey, what's up, Nate Hinkson? The man who put me on. Grateful for your relentless spirit. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You too, buddy. I do hope that we could still work together. But okay, so back at it. First thing you do is you write down your 5 gratitudes. Second thing, what are your plans for today? So my plans for today was to crush my meetings. I got to crap up a load of them. In fact, I got to cut out of here in like 13 minutes. Crush my meetings and coaching, which I've already done some coaching today, and learn best how not to let yourself and others down, and what to do if I have. That's been something that's weighing on me. But what's interesting here is the third thing. So plans for the day. The third thing is you have to write down any fears and resentments you've had. This is something that I've not really addressed before. Personally, I always just I've overcome a lot, dude. And I used to just gut it out and jam it down and just push through it. You know what I mean? And I think that's can work, but I think it's suboptimal. I think you can sometimes leave things unaddressed that maybe you self-sabotage yourself with, or because you're just I'm kind of ignoring it and pushing through anyway. So addressing my fears and my resentments, I've been doing this for only 5 days. I'm excited to see after 365 days of what this does for me. But dude, I'm having these massive breakthroughs by addressing it. And sometimes it makes me weepy. So last night I woke up in the middle of the night, and I'm a goal-oriented type A person. I'm blessed to be where I'm at, but I have worries. And so, one of my worries that was keeping me up were some big projects. I set for myself massive goals. I swing for the fences. A lot of times I've done some great things, but a lot of times I've failed. I started the entire mace fitness movement. If you've ever swung a fitness mace in the United States or in the West, it's most likely because of my efforts. I've inspired the entire Catch as Catch Can movement to have, if you've ever competed in a Catch as Catch Can contest, that was largely because of my impetus. I've done these big things. I started a reverse mortgage consultancy. I've coached people and helped them grow their business into millions of dollars. These are things that I've done. But I've failed at things, and I do these big goals, and I have fears that I'm going to let people down. So my fear and resentment that I wrote down today was I fear letting others down. They count on me. I fear letting down my kids. I fear letting down my parents. Thank God they're still alive. I fear letting down my wife. I fear letting down my teams on my different businesses. I fear, and I fear letting myself down. And then I write here, I fear it so much at this deep level that, sometimes I use it as an excuse, or I maybe put things off or procrastinate or don't do things at all because of the fear of not letting myself and others down. And then the resentment, I said, I resent the quitter and the loser part of me. We all have that. And so I'm addressing this in a real way. And it's been so powerful and cathartic. I highly recommend it. Now, the other things that the first is remember, write your 5 gratitudes down. The next thing is to write down your plans for the day. The next is your fears and your resentments. The next, what are the things you have to watch out for? What do you need to be aware of that maybe normally gets you? Is it distraction? Is it laziness? Is it excuses? Is it overeating? Is it having a pity party? What's up, Leo Savage? Brother, what's up, man? Happy New Year to you, buddy. I really, I miss talking to you. I hope you're doing good. I hope you had a great 2023 and a killer 2024. Let's catch up sometime. Leo Savage, kind of the father of Mace Flow. If you don't know, now you do. Great guy. I learned a lot from him myself, and very grateful for it. So good to see you, dude. And then the fifth thing, again, recap, 5 gratitudes. What are your plans? What are your fears and resentments? What do you need to watch out for and be alert for? And then 5, what do you strive for? What are you striving for? Right? Could be something vague like excellence. Could be mine is to make $3,000 a day every day. Like that's my goal. I want to make $3,000. And I need to talk to the people who can help me with that. So anyway, I really appreciate David Huberman. I think that's his first name, whatever. Huberman Podcast, Huberman Labs, for posting this. It was on his Twitter. You can go to his Twitter or his Instagram, and he has it up. It's like 5 days ago or something. You could see it. It's a really, really, really great thing. So I've only got about 7 minutes left. If anybody wants to throw something up, I saw somebody ask something here earlier about chokes in catch wrestling. Why doesn't catch have chokes in the present day like the bulldog choke? Well, it does. So this is a problem. There is no one authority on catch. That's the first thing we have to get out of the way. So wherever you're hearing that from, they may have you want to believe that they are the end all be all. But if they are saying, whoever told you that is saying that there's no chokes in catch, they're wrong. Not completely. So there are variations. In particular, you find this in the English version of Catch as Catch Can, where chokes were taken out of the rule set. I know that the people in Wigan for the long time really promulgated this idea, which is true to them, but in a very small group of catch wrestling people. There are lots of bigger groups. So that very small, they didn't do it. So now recently, I think maybe through pressure and maybe looking at what I've been doing and whatnot, they've allowed arm-in chokes in the Snake Pit Wigan World Championships, and they look fantastic. They're now starting to attract higher level athletes from submission grappling and MMA that want to participate because they see. Now, why I say is that is myopic, that there's no chokes. I've written a whole article. If you want, message me in the DMs, Mo, and I will send you the link. Or you can go to scientificwrestling.com, type in the search bar, barring strangles. And there's a whole history of, and I disabuse people of this myth. So the American variety of Catch as Catch Can was a no-holds-barred variety and allowed chokes. In fact, Strangler Lewis got his name from beating people with chokes. Frank Gotch beat people with chokes. Tom Jenkins, all the American world champions contested it under chokes. So if there's a top-down dictator type, like a monarch or some jerk-off king telling you what to do, there might be restrictions on the rules, okay, or a bureaucrat. But in the variety of catch that I promote, and I was the first one to launch Catch as Catch Can competitions in the modern era in 2007 with the King of Catch Wrestling tournaments, which are still going to this day. We're having one again, a bunch of them this year. The first one's been announced. It's in March. It's in Imperial Beach, which is almost all the way down to Mexico in San Diego, California in March. And that's in the comments if you want to go check out that and participate in that. We've allowed chokes from day one. And again, in the America tradition, it's America Catch as Catch Can. And I'm an expert. I've done my best to do the research and be an expert on all levels and integrate what I think is going to be the most relevant and make Catch as Catch Can great, huge, and massively influential. It's already the most influential combat sport martial art on the planet, but people don't know that. And part of my job is to tell people that and make it even more powerful and more influential. And so our rule set does have chokes. So I don't know. I hope that helps you, buddy. Let me see if I'm missing any comments here. Yeah, all right. If anybody else has anything, otherwise I'm probably going to jump off. Leo Savage. Hey, brother, I hope you're still on there. He says, how do I take steel mace flow to the next level? So I could tell you, and it's going to sound maybe simple, but because something's simple doesn't mean it's easy. And it's not meant to be dismissive or anything at all. Joaquin says, no trolling. What does 10X mean? I'll get to that in 1 second. I appreciate your question. So Leo Savage, if you want to take mace flow to the next level, and again, this is where it sounds simple. I'm not saying it's easy. You need to figure out how you can get in front of more people. It's that simple. And now, a lot of us, we might get some random success because something goes viral and we get a following from social media. But if we are honest with ourselves, it was not by design. It was maybe by luck. Yeah, sure, we filmed ourselves and designed it and shaved and looked nice and all that shit. But it was still pretty random that you blew up. If that's the case, you need to figure out how to take control and design that. And how do I get in front of as many people as possible? So, for example, I was invited several times to go to the Arnolds. before that kind of died. Now, I was not able to go because my wife was pregnant and due when the Arnolds were coming. So I had my family priorities first, but you got to get in front of big groups like that. When I first launched it, I found as many people that I knew that had big followings, like what you call influencer marketing now. There wasn't a name for it back then. I asked them to swing the mace and film it and have other, their followers see it. So, you've got to start understanding that if you want to impact more people, you just simply have to figure out how to get in front of more people. I hope that helps you. I don't know if that helps, but anyway, let's go here. Stellar Steven, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing good. How did I connect with Pat Miletich? Well, I've obviously known Pat Miletich for a long, who he is for a long time. Leo Savage says it does help. Thank you. Yes. And if you want to talk specific strategies sometime, I'm here to help you. In particular, you, Leo, you've been such a great asset in helping my own personal goals for fitness with the mace. So I'm happy to spend some time and see if I can help you brainstorm with some stuff. Nate Hinkson says sales versus marketing is no interest, a level of interest. If you're tracking metrics, yes, it is. It's kind of a Grant Cardone thing, and that'll go into what Joaquin was asking about 10X. 10X at the first level, this is a brand that my mentor in business, Grant Cardone, started. I work with Grant. I service his clients. I'm very blessed to do that. I'm what's known as an elite 10X business coach, certified expert, all things Grant Cardone. He is truly my mentor. I've had multiple interactions with him that are quite hilarious. I made a post about it the other day. And anyway, yeah, so 10X is his brand. But the meaning is the first thing is those in business, 10X is a valuation that a lot of times people strive for, which is 10 times the earnings of the company. Maybe it's EBITDA, maybe it's just revenue, but earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization, that's what EBITDA stands for. So it's a measure by what could you sell the company for, right? So let's say you have a company that's making $10 million, a software company, you could sell it for 10 times that valuation, which is $100 million if you're making $10 million in revenues. Fair? Okay, just generally speaking. But this idea of 10X that Grant embodies and promotes and that I love is about, first and foremost, you need to set 10 times bigger goals. That's what Grant Cardone has said multiple times is his biggest regret, is not thinking bigger earlier. So if your goal this year is to do 100 sit-ups, set it to do 1,000. If your goal is to make $100,000, you set your goal to make $1 million. Set bigger goals, right? Not just because aim for the stars, hit the moon, but what if you hit the stars? And the funny thing is sometimes with these goals, the goal to make $100 and $1,000, the effort is the same. It's just the goal is small. So you're talking to the wrong people and taking the wrong actions. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So the other thing is that 10X embodies this idea of expectation that to hit these big goals, it will take probably 10 times more than even you expect when you are doing things. So if you want to be champion at Naga, let's say you want to be champion at Abu Dhabi, let's say you want to be champ at UFC, let's say you want to be champ at WWE, or you want to be Olympic champ, it's probably going to take at least 10 times more than what you expected. I hope that helps. All right, guys, I got to jump. Pow, what's up? He says, if we miss the affiliate Zoom call, can we review later? Normally, yes, Pow, for Scientific Wrestling affiliates. We have 17 affiliate locations. You can go to scientificwrestling.com. I think it's /location. See all the different places you can go to a Scientific Wrestling approved gym that is an official affiliate. We've got them from Hawaii all the way to Italy, and one of them is Pow, and he's asking this question. I forgot to hit record, I think, last night. So the answer is normally yes, I do record our meetings, but I think I forgot to record it. So I apologize for that. But I want to catch up with you anyway, Pow. All right, guys, I got to jump. I'm already 2 minutes late for my next call. Appreciate you all. DM me if you need any help. I hope this was useful.